Alrighty, hello and welcome to Formula One round 11, round 11 qualifying. I am currently with the other FIA on the way to the transform checkpoints. So we'll get the proper vehicles set up. New GTA update dropped today. Exciting times, but unfortunate for us. That means that the mod menus provided to us so generously by recoverykings.net are not working because no mod menu is working because the update just came out. But we have helicopters, and this is a beautiful helicopter, if I do say so myself, and it'll be wonderful, wonderfully sufficient for us here as a camera to watch this qualifying. And we have sticks disconnected. That may be detrimental to some drivers' races. They're screwing around outside the pits here. But I am not FIA today, so I will not get involved in any of the FIA duties unless I'm asked to. And some drivers apparently having driven the track the wrong way around, so they'll have one lap less in qualifying. That might also be detrimental to their race. Or this track, quite bendy actually, a very beautiful track, Violet Hill, built by Ammo. I'll take you through a lap here real quick in the helicopter. So, 230. We'll watch drivers. Never mind. We'll follow whoever comes out the pits first around a lap, and then I'll show you the track properly. It really is a beautiful one, and there is a lot of cars in that hairpin. One car is spun around off the track as drivers are jetting to not really start. This isn't even starting their laps. This is just a formation lap because actually some drivers might be starting laps here, but R7 across the line into the starting chicane. You have a big braking point, then you have two beautiful apexes that you have to navigate your way around. Then you go up a little hill into a really twisty-turny section. You want to lift and coast a lot here. Do not brake. Get that curse on the last apex. Maybe brake a little bit. Then you go down a hill, along back straight, and into the S's. You want to hit every single apex here, and then the bridge entrance. Go wide there, flip your car. Then you have the new pit entry without line as you come around that 90 degree, down the pit straight, hard braking into the hairpin. You want a good exit out of it, then a quick right left-hander, flat through there, then another almost hairpin. You definitely have to brake a little bit into that. And then another twisty-turny section. Last corner, don't go wide, but also don't cut the corner. R7 now starting his first fast lap. We'll follow someone else for that fast lap. Fancy, his future potential teammate just behind him in the McLaren now, goes a little wide on exit there. You want to be careful. Going wide on exit out of turn 2 actually counts as wood boosting if you're on there for too long, because it is wood, so you don't want to be you don't want to be on that wood area. Wait, I have to talk to the race call for 1 sec. No, menus are not working at the moment. None of them are, because the the update literally just released. So yeah, it's kind of painful. Alright, Fancy looking really good through that second sector. Now through the third one on that, gets a good exit on that hairpin. Goes a little wide there, has to brake maybe a little more than he wanted to. Makes it beautiful around the corner though. Boosts towards the line, hits the checkpoint more in the middle. And lap. I'm gonna check some settings real quick. So I'm gonna do this and this so that it looks better for the stream. Oop. Alright. And then I'm also gonna turn down the audio a little bit because I know it gets very loud on stream. Okay. Radio. There is Xingbeling, the recently unbanned Nandon. Love to see him back on track. Hopefully reformed. Probably in the wrong livery, as he said before. And he's complaining that I'm following him. Ooh, bad choke, bad choke. Nandon making his way down the pit straight. We're gonna follow him for a full lap here, actually. I do want to see that. First person here a little bit. We see him come through the corners now. I wish there was a way to get rid of the wrong way thing. That's really annoying, but you know. Alright, Nandon coming out of the last corner, making his way towards the line now. Hits that all the way on the corner, boosts into turn 1, then hard braking zones, hits that first apex a little better than the second one, runs quite wide there. Doesn't quite make that corner how you would want to take it up the hill. And now a lot of lifting. We'll see if his brake light turns on here. Ooh, and he cuts that corner a little bit, gets a really poor exit, unfortunate for him. Uses his curse down the straight, so he's catching up to a Ferrari, I think. Now through the S's, looking much better than last time, actually. Oh, and he's in the wall. And that's MM7 yellow flags on the bridge. Ooh, hugely unfortunate for him there. Oh, there's a car definitely stuck on the bridge. He has no cars around him now. I don't know if he's respawning. Oh, he's made the 180 beautifully. But tragedy for Nandon / Xingbeling on the bridge there. And that just shows you how deadly this track can be. Somebody who is definitely making the most of it in first at the moment. Bruder in the beautiful Aston Martin special livery, a gold livery for them winning the Constructors' Championship. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I have such a like slimy throat. It's terrible. Bruder going for a lap now. Ooh, looking clinical through there, goes very wide, track extending a little bit, luckily not hitting a slowdown. Like I said, in that beautiful Aston Martin special livery for winning the Constructors' Championship last round. We had a beautiful interview with them, and you definitely want to stick around after the race for the driver interviews. Lucas might be winning his championship here today. If he hasn't already, I might have to look into that. But if nothing else, we'll be interviewing a champion. Bruder goes very wide there, catches the car beautifully. Definitely spins out a little bit, and that's Bruder off the track, and quite some shenanigans there. Owen jumping into the pits now. That's some beautiful aerobatics, Bruder. As R7 ahead in the Haas, coming maybe to finish his lap here. We'll follow him through the rest of it, and is that car almost changing color there. Beautiful pure descent. And that's definitely finishing a lap and finishing qualifying. That is the first car finishing qualifying here in Canada. Ooh, more people now finishing their laps. We'll see if this is the first batch of laps, or whether some people might have an extra lap. Bruder, for example, does have an extra lap. Was in first at some point, so I'm surprised about that. Ooh, a train of cars here finishing their laps. Crispy almost impeding Jay-Jak as he goes into the barriers. Inex driving again. We love to see that. And Flicky finishing in 16th place. We'll see how many drivers we have here. We have 17 drivers, so 3 missing at the moment. Sticks, I know, disconnecting, so 18. good full grid, as qualifying will be finishing here today. Soon. And Robert, a first-person mouse steer, getting pole. Very impressive. The drivers haggling over what counts as admissible evidence in FIA penalty submissions. But that is qualifying over. A very beautiful session. We saw some great laps being set. We'll get all the formalities in the penalty thread here sorted. Alrighty, and we will have the qualifying laps for you soon. As I'm looking for, there's the chat. And I hate my mouse. I'm getting a new mouse soon. It really is a bother. Alright, there you go. And yeah, we'll be back after qualifying. I'll actually yeah, I'll let you listen in on the drivers as they discuss qualifying. Yes, what's up? What? Oh shit, wait. Yes, what's up?
May I post a GIF that involves only the
Yeah, sure. If it's funny, where? In, oh, okay. Okay, that's kind of funny.
no, do this, bro.
Why is V-Tech doing that? Oh, right.
I'm really not trying to double click when I press GIF because my latest favorited GIF is when you hit her with the
Crispy, I decided I would let stream listen to the driver's radio while we discuss penalties and stuff like that, and I keep having to mute it. Oh, I'm stuck in the clouds. Isn't it beautiful? This is why you need mod menus. I'm experiencing this for the first time in ages, and holy shit, is it terrible to be stuck in the clouds in GTA.
Who did this, bro? VTech, that's your fault, man.
Do you know why Phoenix isn't working on Twitch?
Yes, I can fix it.
Also,
Can you stop
VTech,
deleting the screenshot?
It's in here already, you muggle.
Where?
VTech, it's not my fault that you didn't
Refresh
say
your page.
I should have blue flags. You never told me to overtake, man. You never told me you're on a fast lap, so I didn't know. I didn't.
It's also a part of the driver's job to be aware of their surroundings.
Well, I was not expecting.
This new car. Hey Houdini, you're banned from the server. Alrighty, and we are back. The lobby has launched. Some drivers with very questionable strategy calls. Once again, formation lap for the FIA officials. Oh god, you. Oh, no. I don't want to go into that other one. I can't change color, unfortunate. Alrighty, the cars are getting ready to go to the pit, to the grid, I assume. There's a safety car making its way around. Yes. Very nice. And Bruder potentially putting some shenanigans. And the grid is being called. And the drivers now on their formation lap. Looking good for MP, starting quite far up the field actually. Oh, never mind. Oh, well, in the top 10, so that's good. Fancy down there, wouldn't have expected that. Further we ahead, R7 on pole, then Robert and Flicky, Thynex, Fans. Oh, right, I'm so stupid. The positions are obviously messed up. I should be looking at the actual grid. Fancy and Versatile in 5th and 6th, that's a little more like it. The MM in 7th for Alfa Romeo, Acid in Red Bull in 8th, then Vorent and Lucas, championship leader, in only in 10th. Very interesting. When we might be seeing Alfie co-commentate here after all. For this quite exciting round of Formula 1. As we are getting ready for lights out, lining up for the grid eventually here. Crispy overtaking some cars. Oh, some cars overtaking. Interesting. Oh, Jay-Jak protesting. Oh, and Jay-Jak being hassled for position. Clip it and send it, Jay-Jak. They'll get a huge penalty. Just don't worry about it now. They'll get an enormous penalty. It doesn't matter now. Alright, all cars lined up now. Ooh, and we have green flags. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go here in Canada. The two Haas's get away well. R7 better than Robert. That'll fare well from them into turn 1. Looking clean so far. Some MM7 getting crashed out immediately actually. But that won't be a safety car. The car's getting through turns 1 and 2 really, really well. Looking good so far as well for the two McLarens. Acid and Lucas battling for positions behind them. Lucas making up a few then. Keeping it around the outside but slotting in. The cars now all in single file through this tight chicane. Oh, in the background, the two Aston Martins next to each other through the S's. One has to back out, Bruder does. Further ahead, looking good for R7 and Robert in 1 and 2. Behind him, Thynex actually making up a position. Really, really good race for him so far. Returning and doing really well as it's starting to fog up here. That's really unfortunate. We'll go down a little further. Thynex just holding off Flicky and the two McLarens now. R7 and Robert still away in first. They're getting quite close there, and there's some collisions. The two McLarens swapping positions as they collide with the Alfa Romeo, and that's actually Versatile wide, re-entering barely safely, but manages it. Curse is enabled this lap, so we'll see a lot of cars quite close together into turn 1 here. Have to brake hard. All of them manage to do so. Bruder running wide in the background there. Up the hill here we go for the second time around. Lucas now already up in 7th place. Oh, and the driver's keeping it surprisingly clear here. Lucas just has to brake a little bit there. Oh, two cars. Demon Drac in the background. Bruder and Hey Houdini. Tragedy for them. Travesty for... No, also not tragedy. That's the word. Jesus. For them. As Versatile goes wide there ahead of Lucas, who also goes wide, entering the bridge section. Now down the pit straight. Lucas seems to have a little more curse, but it's not enough to get close to the McLaren. Thynex still holding off Flicky, the Alfa Romeo, not able to get past the Red Bull, as he really is the Minister of Defense right now for that last podium place. The top 10 down to Vorant. Well, okay, the top 8 down to Acid. Still all... No, never mind, there's Vorant. Still incredibly close. Pancho, MM7 and Crispy all also just behind, as through the first two corners we go once again. The driver's still keeping it incredibly clean. A lot of battles going on track here. I wish we had I wish we could get these onboard shots, but you know, it is what it is. Lucas still attacking Versatile heavily as he gets a better exit out of that chicane, I believe. And that is Lucas on the outside, but Versatile can defend under Curse. Going into the SSE, keeps that McLaren just ahead. As Fancy actually overtakes Thynex. I didn't even notice that. So Fancy gets past the Red Bull. And is now going to mount his own attack on Flicky. And that is Lucas going down the inside on Versatile. Side by side they go. Through the sector, Lucas now has the inside for this double right-hander. It's going to keep him ahead through the final few corners. And that is Lucas getting the overtake on that McLaren done beautifully. Down the main straight they go. Versatile is on the outside. He brakes very late. Keeps it around. Actually hassles Lucas and gets the position. Side by side they go. Still through this entire section. Versatile gets a little bit there. Lucas is going to have to stick it around the outside. Can he get the switchback? No, he cannot. And that's Versatile getting that position back, but Lucas is not done yet under Curse. He mounts another offense, but Versatile keeping that inside line protected. Very smart play from him, not switching over. Lucas getting a very different line through here. Versatile almost running a little wide, but that is Versatile actually closing in on Thynex now, so he's going to have to pass him quickly, otherwise he might get held up here. The Red Bull defending well, but actually looking for a dive from there, but Thynex defending the inside. Versatile getting a better exit. And you can see how much faster he's through this corner, but Lucas sends it down the inside before Versatile can have a chance. Versatile keeping the inside though for the next corner. And now Lucas has to worry about Acid as he gets a better exit. But under Curse, Voran and Pancho, teammates, also just behind. Pancho actually on the outside. And they collide. The two Alpha Tauris, they're coming together as no positions change. Further ahead, Flicky is still defending from Fancy. The McLaren not having found a way through. And Versatile through on Thynex. driving for his life here. Lucas now tries the same move. Has a little more courage than Versatile though, than Thynex though this time. Thynex actually, ooh, almost a collision there, but backs off. Lucas getting the move done as it fogs up here once again in Canada. The track built on water, beautiful, but also prone to poor weather conditions. And that is also a poor visibility for the drivers. As we see the two Red Bulls going side by side. Acid almost looking for a way down the inside on his teammate. They're choosing not to go for it. As further out, Fancy is still battling Flicky for position. Flicky on the inside. Fancy actually around the outside of turn 1. Can Flicky get the switchback though? Not good enough of an exit. Under Curse though, he has much more retaining the inside. Fancy might be saving it a little bit here. As through the section they go again, Fancy looking much cleaner, actually gets a better exit on the rear bumper of Flicky, having to get real close here to see properly. He boosts, but it's not enough. Through the S's, he still keeps it ahead. Versatile, oh, Thynex now getting dropped by Versatile and Lucas. Lucas in the Aston, able to focus his attack on Versatile again. Very close, almost, oh, and that's him down the inside, getting a better run through that corner. Now defends the inside as Versatile is going to try to go for the switchback, and holy shit, I can't see anything. Oh wow, it's really, really bad. I just want to say that in poor weather conditions, like visibility like this, the race director can choose to disable Curse. The car is still so close as Versatile goes for a move on Lucas. The Aston Martin keeping it ahead though. Versat looking for a way down the inside, not finding it. We'll check back again with the guys in front. And that is Fancy now through on Flicky. Unlikely that Fancy is going to get caught by Flicky here. Really, really good like clear air pace in the McLaren, but battles because of ping are sometimes his undoing. Really, really good to get past him though. Into the podium places now for the McLaren. And he's gonna look to chase down Robert and R7. Lucas still defending from Versatile. Acid getting ahead of his teammate in the Red Bull. Thynex now getting attacked by MM7 and Pancho, who's gotten past his teammate. And that is Acid already pulling a bit of a gap on the group behind him, as we can barely see anything. We can only see their names. What a round for mod menus to stop working. And that is Thynex actually going past Acid once again. So under more Curse on that main straight, the Red Bull switching position. Well, in the rain, it's usually you can see well, but here, you know. The two Red Bulls going side by side. They're losing each other so much time here, and that's the Alfa Romeo spun. Pancho spinning MM7 around their returning position though. Bruder also back in the running as he battles with Vorin side by side. The two go through the S's, 4 cars within like less of a second of each other. Going through as Pancho makes a bit of a mistake, letting MM7 escape. Lucas still very closely defending from Versatile. Yeah, I'm having to be very low, but I wasn't above Monkman at all. I'm following like the top 8-ish. Oh, actually top 10. And Lucas not able to really pull a gap here from Versatile in the McLaren. Versatile doing a really good job, currently in 6th. This will be a very good result for him as he's reserving in McLaren. Well, as the conditions are clearing up a little bit, it seems. Maybe it's just this area. Thynex just getting overtaken there by Acid. He's gonna fight it back though. Doesn't seem to have enough as Acid has the inside line. MM7 still unable to get past this pair of Red Bulls in front of him. Oh, and that is MM7 down the inside on Thynex. He's gonna go for the move. Thynex is gonna look for the switchback. He gets a side-by-side exit. MM7 has the inside line and keeps it ahead. Brooder making his way almost into the top 10. Pancho now fighting Thynex. After a really good qualifying, Thynex struggling a little bit in the race, but you know, really, really strong showing, and that's Pancho down the inside. We'll see if Thynex can keep it. Pancho maybe with a little bit of a better exit. He certainly uses his curse under acceleration, though that's not usually what you want to do. That is Thynex keeping it ahead. Crispy complaining behind about VTech severely. We'll see there right here, but that doesn't seem to be very close and spicy right now. We return to the front, or not really to the front, but you know. Brooder getting, or keeping ahead of Warrant. Not able to get very close to Pancho though. As Pancho sends it down the inside on Thynex to make his way up into 9th place. Gets the clean overtake. Thynex getting overtaken in that corner multiple times now. Keeps it around the outside against the Aston Martin. Beautiful driving there from the Red Bull. Really cool actually. Goes a little wide, but it looks okay. That looked so fucking cool, Thynex. That was a beautiful driving from both of you. Oh, Vorant keeps it around the outside of Brooder now. Brooder likes to get overtaken around the outside, apparently, but keeps it ahead for the moment. Acid getting past, no, still ahead of MM7, now able to pull a bit of a gap, or to kind of stretch this pack in clear air conditions. MM7 though hunting him down with Pancho in 8th, also looking to make up some positions. Further ahead, Lucas is now caught up to Flicky, able to pull a bit of a gap on Versatile. Versatile maybe dropping some pace, maybe on medium tires. As Lucas also goes quite wide in that final corner, hunting down Flicky in the Alfa Romeo now. Looking very close through the first 2 corners. It looks like both of them take quite a similar line. Lucas maybe a little tighter. Oh, Lucas very close there, almost touching rear bumpers with the Alfa Romeo. Doesn't get him under curse. Oh, I need to drink some water. Just as I was gonna scream, he goes down the inside. He goes into the pits actually, so Flicky then, the first one out of this top pack to pit. We'll see where he comes out. He has quite a gap to a lot of cars behind. He comes out just behind Thynex and just ahead of Warrant, directly into that battle. We'll see how he does with fresh tires now. Warrant looking for a move for a moment, not deciding not to go for it. Flicky is going to have to use the new tires through this section here and through all the twisty turny parts. Going to be at a bit of a disadvantage through here actually, as new tires have a bit less top speed, and that's Flicky spun by Warrant. Upset for the Alfa Romeo, and I think that's, oh, that's him respawning even. Huge upset for him there. That was a huge fucking tragedy. Wow. I know, I was watching him. That was so fucking tragic, bro. Oh my god, Warren, what have you done? It was Vorant. Ooh, MM7 now pitting. Let's see where he comes out. Quite far behind, but in clear air it looks. Yeah, he's kind of in clear air. Hey Houdini a bit ahead of him. Not too close though. Excuse me. The top 5 unchanged for now. Well, no, Flicky pitted, but as we are seeing, oh, and that's R7 pitting then. Oh no, he also looked... Yes, R7 pitted and he came out ahead of Lucas. So crucial, it looks to be a good day for the Haas boys here. As long as Robert can keep his pace, he will come out ahead of Versatile after the pit stops, I believe. And R7 just needs to pump in those laps now, and then these guys are home safe. Bruder currently in 16th, unfortunately. VTAC behind him, and that's closing out the grid. We've had one disconnect? No. No, we've only had 17 cars start, never mind. As R7 in second now, there's Lucas closing out the podium. R7 has not pitted yet. Sorry, yeah, of course. That's literally the whole... Never mind. Yes, R7 has just pitted. And he... Okay, I trust your word, Teton. Oh, and that is Lucas into the pits now, as well as Versatile. So Robert's still running, actually really good for him. We'll see how many cars pass Lucas and Versat here. So that is Vorant going through. We'll see Monkman. Does Versat keep it ahead of the Ferrari? He's on the inside. He's gonna be defending. Oh, and he puts him a little wide. The Ferrari keeping the inside. Versat comes out behind him. So Robert's still in the lead. We'll see whether he comes in. He'll be the last of the front pack to pit, but he's definitely going to come out in second easily. And might be looking good to take that position in the race as well, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. He's looking clean so far, looking really good through these sections still with very used tires at this point. And that is a car disconnected, and Robert goes for another lap. That is very impressive. And that is a car disconnected, but we don't see him. No, I didn't see a car. I didn't see one. So Robert here still going, which is very impressive. I don't know what tire he's on. I mean, at this point they're on lap like 19, 18 maybe. Maybe a little less than that. Yeah, okay, then the strat for most of these guys will be medium, 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 or medium hard, or medium. Yeah, medium hard is probably it, actually. Because Robert here is probably doing hard medium then, if he's running for this many laps and he's still going. So yeah, okay. So then the Haas split their strategy. R7 is going to be just a little faster than him at this stage. But they have an enormous gap to Fancy in third, and then Acid going strong in fourth. Lucas behind him also running clear air, and then Thynix and Vorant currently battling over sixth position. Oh, and Monkman and Versat. Versat actually on fresh tires, Monkman on a lower front wing and burned hard, so he's gonna be having a lot of top speed. As they're coming through the final sector, Monkman seemingly not affected by any understeers. He keeps it around those corners beautifully. Versat very fast on the straight, but not fast enough, as Monkman keeps it very much ahead. Now that no mods are working, maybe his are. Kidding, of course. Acid still in fourth. If something battling, tell him to do FL. Bruder, Teton wants you to do a fast lap. Or go for a fast lap. I don't know, he said it in stream. And 15, okay, thank you. Bruder, your manager Teton told you to go for a fast lap at some point. R7 looking to be closing in a little bit on his teammate, but these two just so far out ahead. The top 4, 5, honestly, so spread out. as we're going to be seeing the... we're on lap 15. Oh wait, so then the guys pitted like super early. So then soft, medium, medium? Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. And Teton, your Brooder is on medium, so you can't go for a fast lap is what he says. So we should be at half time now. But if we're only on lap 15 out of 41, that doesn't really make sense. Skull up there in the safety car. I don't even know how he got up there. Oh, there. Okay, never mind. Ooh, and that is Crispy into the pits. MM7 in 8th, Houdini in 9th currently, Flicky in 10th, working his way back up. Terrible fate for the Williams driver, I think. No, sorry, that was Houdini. Where's Nan? Yeah. Oh, and a crash there. And that is Robert pitting. We'll see where he comes out, but he should make it ahead of Fancy. He barely does. They're very close together. Oh my god, I need to get there quickly. I think Robert kept it ahead. Yes, he did. But Fancy will be on the attack. This is his time to strike. Robert narrowly ahead. Has a lot more grip through these corners though with fresh tires. So that is Fancy though, very fast on that main straight. Robert comfortably ahead for the first two corners as he keeps it extremely fast through that first chicane. Fancy though has a lot of curse, actually sends it down the inside for these corners and makes it past Robert. Robert might get the switchback here though. Mouse steering very, very strong in these twisty turny parts. He doesn't get it. Defending from Robert, how Robert defended from I think Lucas earlier. No, not. I don't know. That we had that move done quite a few times. So Fancy now ahead of Robert. Robert's gonna want to get past here and put in some pace, unless Fancy really gets away now, in which case he'll want to be relying on a strategy. Either way, he doesn't want to damage his tires. He doesn't want to be fighting here too hard, because that means he won't be able to run as long as in this race, and his strategy will be fucked. However, he is very close there. That'll definitely be some extra deg on his tires. Oh, and Nandon complaining. Acid also slowly creeping in. Lucas just behind him, actually. R7 still in the lead. Fancy now able to pull... Wait, no, that's not Fancy. There. Fancy, a little bit of a gap on Robert. Definitely has the faster tire at this stage of the race. And drivers complaining about each other. Oh, there's a lot of cars very close together there, coming out of the hairpin. Acid just ahead of MM7. See whether those positions change again, as it looked to be the case a moment ago. Unless Acid just got ahead of MM7. You need very few. Oh, and MM sending it up the hill, down the inside, getting that overtake done on Acid. The Red Bull taking a bit of a better line there, getting the faster exit, but they're pretty much equal. Zanzi, because a GTA update dropped just today and no mod menu is available yet, which is really unfortunate. You know, and honestly, that just shows you like the experience of not having a mod menu. Constant wrong way sign. The weather was foggy and you couldn't see anything. I was stuck in the clouds forever. My car got blown up and I was stuck in the middle of nowhere. And couldn't do anything. I wanted to go into an invite-only lobby and I had to go into creator first and then load into an invite-only lobby, which took forever. And with a mod menu from recoverykings.net using code Formula5 with a 5, not a V, to get 10%, 10, not 5, 10% off your order. You can just get the best utility for quality of life. I have to honestly say, and I might be a little pampered by the beautiful mod menus that we have, but playing GTA without a mod menu just for convenience, to load into lobbies quickly, to get cars when I need a car, when I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere and don't want to run like a long ass time, when I just want to get to a clean lobby real quick because I don't want to deal with the people in my current lobby and I don't want to be stuck in the clouds for forever. You go to recoverykings.net, you get a mod menu, and all of your problems are solved. I'm very, very excited for 2-Tag 1 to update. I'm watching announcements in that server, and Recovery Kings also posts constant updates on their Discord server, which you should join. But yeah, currently no mod menus, and just I'm in pain. Who's not in pain is Robert, though, in third, running quite a lot slower than Fancy at this stage of the race, but Fancy presumably on the softer tire. Looking really fast though. There's Crispy and Xingbeling actually battling two back markers, but they're very close together. I want to follow them. Good friends and children at heart. Crispy, a literal child. Oh, and they noticed me. Yeah, you better catch up now. I want to see an overtake here. I'll just talk about Nandon and then I'll commentator curse him. It happens every time. Nandon looking a little... Oh, Nandon looking really clean through there, actually. Really, really good line. Yes, absolutely. Oh! Oh! Send it! Send it! Send it! Send it! Beautiful move there from the Mercedes. Looking more like a pinball machine than a Formula 1 car. Crispy looking to catch his opponent here, maybe with some shenanigans. But Xingbeling would not be a stranger to shenanigans. As he's keeping it ahead though, for 15th place at the moment. Crispy a little far behind. As R7 is going to be coming to lap them in a little bit, and Xingbeling actually warming his tires there. Oh, going quite wide there, the bridge section. The car is quite spread out at this stage. Monkman currently closing out the top 10. There's Robert. And there's Lucas. Lucas looking good for a third place finish here after the Haas boys clear 1 and 2. The voice chat actually be very active in today's race. I quite like it, I have to admit. It's quite nice. What lap are we on? What? 29? Awesome. so you can pit for soft soon. He's pitting. So is R7 gonna come out ahead of Fancy? Fancy also pitting. We'll see. Fancy definitely not making it out ahead of Robert. His teammate does though. And Robert, if Robert goes to the end of the race, I don't see Fancy catching him at this stage. Fancy coming out just behind Lucas actually. So a battle there going on. These two, some of the fastest drivers you will see in GTA open wheel races. Oh, Lucas taking a beautiful line through there though. If it makes for a good battle, of course. I'm not race director and this is not an official FIA statement, but of course, go ahead. Fancy really hungry for this position now, especially with fresh tires. Oh, and there was that Robert struggling a little bit through there. I think I just saw him spin a little. Oh, might be... Yeah, it's changing next season, but for now it's a reprimand. Levi, because we we don't have really good access, because I'm the only one who does these streams, except that one time when it went horribly wrong, and then I took over after like 30 minutes or like 15 minutes in the race. But currently I'm just the only one doing the streams, so it and me not having a PlayStation makes it kind of difficult to to really stream the PlayStation races. Oh, and that's Lucas into the pits. Just as Quantos tells me to watch them. And videos, we would make videos. I think they've started making their own videos, but you know, the relationship between, or the PC team for Formula 5, it's very extensive. We have a really strong staff team who produce extremely high quality content, including myself with these streams, of course, but Alfie with the highlight videos. And for the PlayStation server and the Xbox server, they're just a much younger project, and we don't have that much staff yet. And also, you know, we're all very, you know, we're all also real people, apart from doing this voluntarily and for free, because we don't get paid to do any of this. Oh, and I'm supposed to spectate Crispy. I'll go back and actually watch him. Yes, Crispy, I will be watching your lap. Alright, so Fancy still looking to catch Robert, and Crispy preparing for a fast lap. But yeah, the console project is much younger, and we don't have that extreme of a of an experienced team, and not the right infrastructure. But we have like, it's all very promising, and we are looking to get content from there as well. Crispy really slow here, looking to go for his lap now. Alright, and that is Crispy using Curse across the line, braking hard into the first corner. Getting quite a good exit there, not a track limit even, just ahead of Acid. He's boosting all the way through this straight here up the hill, looking quite nice here. Gets a great run, hitting all the apexes and has a clean exit. Slipping, sliding a little bit, boosting down the back straight into the S's now. Is gonna have to keep it very tight here, and succeeds in doing so. Does not run wide at all on the bridge there. Very nice. tight through that 90-degree, but almost sliding a little bit in the rear. Looking quite dangerous, a little wide through that hairpin as he saves his curse, going through the final sector. When he does it, good job to keep his car on the road here. A little bit of a wide line. Oh, and he slides and he has to abandon the lap as he gets passed by Acid. Huge L from Crispy there as he messes up the fast lap, slipping and sliding all over the place. Just at the end. Terrible fate. How red are your tires, bro? You were sliding already. Crispy trying his damnedest to get this lap done here. Losing time to Acid here though, as he doesn't pit. As Nandon also announces a fast lap. There he is, as he actually is burning his tires off track. Interesting strategy. Alright, that is Xingbeling now starting his fast lap attempt here. As he's gonna be using Curse across the line. Oh, braking a little earlier, messes up the first apex though, goes really deep. Gets a slow but safe exit. Oh. And is that a car crashed here? No, that's the safety car. "90 seconds is the mandatory clip length, so you have to time it with that. You have to have realistic expectations." Nandon looking actually quite good, except for that first those first two turns. Looking very fast at this point, at this stage of the lap. Gets a good run through that initial part beautifully through the final few corners. The last one not so clean. That is Nandon. Past, going for the fast lap. Now battling with Flicky and Crispy. As their lap is being requested. Actually, Nandon, please clip that and then send it to me privately, and then, you know, you can do whatever else. Oh, okay. Thynex and Pancho still battling here legitimately, apart from all the other things going on track. Flicky in 9th, just behind Xingbeling, the back marker, who actually was allowed to unlap himself, so this is a legitimate battle. Oh, that was very close. Oh, and that's Flicky past now. Robert still ahead of Fancy. What lap are we on? Awesome. I would Teton, but he's kind of in no man's land. Bruder, a back marker here, unfortunately. Fancy is catching Robert. As we are on lap 37, he has about a 1 second gap. Robert good at defending, but Fancy on the fresher tire. We'll see whether Fancy can catch him. If we're on lap 37, that means there's 5 laps left. Should be 38 now, so that's 38, 9, 10, 11, so 4 laps left. 1 second and 4 laps, and overtake. Robert is still battling for P2 right now. Fancy's catching him. He's got this though. Robert's got this. So Robert actually looking quite good here. That is lap 39 now. Yes, of course. Teton, of course. There, Lucas is actually quite far behind, but a good bit ahead of Acid in 5th. There's Lucas just now, so I almost missed him. And very, very far ahead. There are 2nd and 3rd. Fancy looking quite close this time around, actually. As Crispy's on the bridge. Oh, and that's Bruder crashed on the bridge, but he's not going to be a danger to anybody, thankfully. Two months. And I'm 1.5 years versatile. Thank you. Levi, I recommend watching Acid Ibis's videos. The driver currently in 5th place. Open a new tab in YouTube and just type in that name. Or yeah, that should honestly find it. And he has a beautiful series of tutorials. They're kind of ass to watch. You're gonna have to pause it a lot and read, but they are genuinely good tutorials. Nandon, I don't know what that was, but that was really, really, really rough. Make sure to have that clipped. You guys cannot be a danger on track. You cannot be a danger on track. Okay, there's a car disconnected on track. We're gonna have to have a safety car. It's bridge entrance. Car on track, 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 bridge entrance. Cars on track, bridge entrance. Safety car. No overtaking. Alright, we have a disconnected car here that seems to be immovable, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. Really unfortunate there that car disconnected where it disconnected. I'll actually get the Phantom Wedge here. I can get the Phantom Wedge, it's right here, wait. Oh shit. I can't move it. It cannot be moved, so the race is gonna have to finish on their safety car. It cannot be moved. It's frozen. No overtaking, safety car, race will finish under safety car. Yes. Alright, and that is the race finishing. Unfortunately, we don't get the best POV here. But the race did finish under safety car, as the cars actually still have some gap between them. The queue never formed. But unfortunate for that disconnect there. But insanely good result for the Haas duo. That team definitely happy today, and I think that is also Lucas champion, as the cars are slowing down here, and I accidentally swerved on track. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, and cars actually slowing down a lot here. Interesting strategy. And I'm watching the bridge. I'm watching the bridge. Alright, interesting. Teton, I'm sure you did. Oh, and Bruder coming around. He looks like he's gonna finish this race. There he is, coming around the first few, the last few corners. And beautiful race there. Really, really fun actually. And no penalties this race, official. Stick around. We will have the winners interview very soon. Alrighty. Of course. Yes, I'm moving everybody to the appropriate chat now. Alright, and who else? Wait, Fancy. Did he already leave? Yes, I think so. Yeah, okay. I just had to double check. And then Bruder also wanted to be in here. Alrighty, so that is round 11 over. Bruder, I'm sorry for crushing you there. I thought it was funny. But really, really, really good race from all of you guys. We had some really, really cool battles. Robert fighting off Fancy. In the end, Fancy, that was a different tire strategy for you and Robert. In the end, just wasn't enough with that safety car. Probably didn't really play into your hands. I saw you were getting very, very, very close, but wasn't enough in the end, and he left the call. No, he was never here. What? I just saw him somewhere. Okay, then I'm just maybe I'm just really high. But there you go. Okay, fine. Then in second place, Robert doing really, really, really well. Different tire strategy then. Okay, fine. I'll talk about the U side. You just held off Fancy. That was a very close battle. That safety car doing you well. What was your strategy? How was your race?
I went too hard because I didn't have any other strategy that could work out for me because I'm on like keyboard. Mediums doesn't last that much, and I almost like pop up my tires at the end even though I went too hard. But I don't get how Fancy caught up like 3 seconds in a single lap.
Well, I mean, you have the lap checks on him, so I'm sure that'll all be checked for legality. But you kept the position over him in the end. Really, 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 really good showing from the Haas boys today. You know, 1 and 2 on the grid and 1 and 2 in the race. Huge congratulations, Quantos. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, man, finally it happened.
Of course, mod menu's down today, so no chance of anybody crashing.
Yeah. Oh, R7.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him.
R7, you were just running away with that race. It was insane to watch. You just had the clear superior pace out front, and you know you just had clear air running for the majority of it. What was, or maybe Quantos, if you can answer, since I know R7 doesn't like to talk. What was the strategy for you guys? Like, how did you just run away with that, or was it just driver skill?
Man, honestly, none of us practiced no strategy at all. I mean, we did have quality times, but that's about it.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
just didn't do anything.
And yet it can work out so well sometimes. Lucas, I think that'll be your Drivers' Championship wrapped up, correct?
I calculated it.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect. Then actually, let me do it on stream. Huge congratulations to you. Finally, it happened. Um, just insane showing this season. You know, Fancy and and R7 all gave you a good run for your money, and you had a lot of battles on track. But in the end, nobody could really stand up to you, and you were the most consistently fast across all the races. And now with 2 rounds to go, it's wrapped up. Huge congratulations to you. You must be over the moon. How do you feel? How was your season, man?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I knew it from the beginning because I was very dominant, and now I did no, I literally did no practice for this race. I just asked someone for the strategy, but so yeah, I got lap checked in quali, got 3 track limits, so I started from P10 but made it to P4. So yeah, it was a fun race, I guess, and happy with the drivers champion.
You know, double champions, that's not an everyday thing, but
That's why we ran the gold livery.
yeah, I said it early in the stream. It looked really beautiful. I loved seeing it on track. In your battle with Versatile, especially, you it was insane. He was really giving you a run for your money. He was
Yeah,
just
he came back at me, bro.
it was so cool to watch. I was like, okay, now Lucas is through. He has nobody in front of him. He can maybe pull a gap now. And then Versat just came back under curse, and suddenly he was actually back through. It was like, what?
I was like, what the fuck? Where did he come from?
But you know, that's how you get the best battles on track sometimes. And whether it's a Haas 1-2 or a Drivers' Championship finally wrapped up, it's been so long in the making. Um,
One too.
it was a Haas 1-2, yeah. Robert and R7 getting that 1-2 locked out finishing under safety car meant Fancy couldn't overtake him, and that then sealed it. I mean, they also started 1-2. It was fucking insane from them. And it was really, really, really fun to watch. Thank you guys so much for racing and giving everyone the beautiful show that is Formula One. And thank you everybody in the stream very much for watching. I'll see you guys probably some of you guys Friday for F3. We fucking hopefully mod menus work again by then, because I cannot stand waiting in the fucking clouds and like just loading screens and the cloudy, foggy weather and no spectator. I'm gonna kill myself. Thank you guys so much for racing. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you guys around. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Brother.